I just want to let y'all know that this is part 2 of this video. So if you haven't seen part 1 already, it will be linked in the description. Okay, enjoy the video.
Another con is that you'll have like pretty much no social life, which I mean, I was okay with because I made a way, okay? I found a way to get my social life in, but was it at the expense of my sleep and my studies? Yes. So I don't suggest doing that, but like, I mean, you can do it sometimes, like, you know, like live a little, like whatever. But I would definitely say that I really didn't have a social life. Like I didn't have the time, literally. Like during the fall, like every weekend I'm gone on the road, or we have home games, but it's not like I can go out to a party and then have to play the next morning at 10 a.m. Like, you know, it's hard, okay? It's also hard to maintain relationships, like I said earlier. Sometimes your family wants to come in town, like, oh, like, let's go get dinner. And then someone would be like, oh, like, sorry, someone got in trouble off campus, so we're all gonna run at 6 p.m. tonight, be there, or you're off the team. And that's it. Like, and your parents are like, oh, well, we want to get dinner. No, like you have to be there. Or I mean, unless you want to get kicked off the team and your scholarship's gone. So it's like you really don't have a choice.
Hey guys, so I'm editing this video right now and I realized that I misspoke. If you get kicked off the team or whatever, like I think it's like NCAA rules. I'm not sure about NAIA, but they legally cannot pull your scholarship until the year is completed. So once the final semester is over, which is the spring, once that academic year is completed, then they can take away your scholarship. But say like that instance happens and it's like March, like they can't take away your scholarship. Just wanted to put that out there so I don't spread misinformation. Okay, enjoy the video. Bye.
Another aspect that I know is huge for people in their college experience is football games. Like if you go to a big school like I do, like if I was playing volleyball at LSU, like I'd be salty that I'd be missing the football games, you know, every weekend. But like you can't go, like that's just it. Like when I was playing at Southern Miss, I did not go. I think I went to one football game the entire season. Like I couldn't go because we always had games at the same time as the football people, or we were traveling, so we really never got to have that experience. So that kind of sucked. Another con is that you'll definitely miss a lot of class and a lot of assignments. Like you'll have makeup work pretty much constantly because you're gonna be on the road all the time, and this means that you're gonna have to do like tests, writing papers, quizzes, homework, math sets, all that stuff, maybe tutoring, something like that, on the road, aka like in a moving van, in a bus, on a plane, in the hotel, in the lobby, in the terminal. You're just gonna have to whip out your laptop and just do your work. But it's really hard to focus, like for me personally, to focus when I'm not like in a quiet environment. So me doing my homework in an airport is hard. But I mean, that's just, you gotta do what you gotta do. Another con that I've kind of already touched on is you just really have no control over your life or what you do. They tell you when to do it, how to do it, where, and who with. Like it is, you know, it's just difficult, especially if you don't like being told what to do, because I do not like being told what to do. I really don't. So having to deal with that for 5 years was very hard, but it wasn't like, I'm not like a combative person, like, oh, what did you say? Like you're trying to tell me what to do? Like, no, I'm not like that. I'm just very like, okay, like I just don't, I don't know. I'm very big on respect, and when people don't give respect, I hate that. And like I feel like that's like the problem with some coaches, is that they don't respect their players like at all, like on a personal level. They just like do this and like that's it, but it's like they're also a person. Anyways, next. Another con is that you might not be able to major in what you want to. So for example, my friend, she was wanting to major in nursing. Nursing is a very demanding major. There's other things that are similar, such as like biochemistry, like physical therapy. Like there's so many different things that are just really time consuming and demanding, and you have like labs or like 4 hours, 3 hours, and you have to get like all these internship hours, but you will not be able to do that if you were playing a sport. So sometimes you have to choose either your major or your sport. Another con is that you can't study abroad. Study abroad basically means that you are going to your college in the US, and then for 1 semester you'll be taking some classes overseas in Europe or whatever country outside of the US. You can't do that when you are playing a sport, mainly because you have to be at school for your season and then the off season. The next con is that you'll be sacrificing a lot of different things. Like I already touched on, like the social life, relationships, all that kind of stuff. I really didn't talk about how you really won't have like the normal breaks that like the other college kids do. So like spring break, gone. Fall break, gone. Winter break, gone. Like, you don't have any of that. Like, you'll see something, like, you can go on, like, Instagram and see, like, on, like, some social media accounts, like, the men's basketball teams, they will be having, like, Christmas together or Thanksgiving together because they don't get to go home. That's just really how it is sometimes. Another con is that your mental health can definitely deteriorate if you allow it to, if you don't take like the correct steps to like prevent that. And but honestly, like your mental health deteriorating is not really preventable. It's just a feeling you have. So like, I mean, that's why I suggest, you know, therapy, journaling, counseling, talk to someone, something, because it gets hard. Another thing is wear and tear on the body. Whew, I am feeling it to this day, the 5 years of damage that I've done to my body. Worth it though, low key worth it. The last con I would say is just not being able to build a resume, and that's what I was kind of talking about not being able to work. Because say that like I'm a business major, or I was a business major, and I need certain internships, like I need to intern at like a law firm, or I need to intern at the local business. I cannot do that because I do not have the time, and all my time is committed to volleyball. I really didn't have the time or resources like the other people do who are applying to the same job that I'm applying to, that they like had internships, they had free time, they could volunteer. I cannot do any of that because I was just at practice. You know, like that's all I have is like, oh well, I played volleyball. But like, what else, you know? But I mean, it really depends on what your career path is. That won't define you, but it is kind of a setback sometimes. But overall, I would say that being a college athlete, it is worth it. And now I know I just listed a bunch of cons, but it's like you have to go into it kind of knowing what you're gonna give up and what you're going to benefit from. And if the benefits are good enough to you, then I say go for it. But I also don't want someone to go into college athletics and being like miserable and not expecting like to be like so committed or have so many things to do or be like so overwhelmed or have a lot of things on their plate and having to balance like school, social, sleep, in your sport. Like it's hard. It is hard, but it is definitely rewarding. So I definitely would suggest, if you can and you want to, I would play college sports. And when I do it over again, maybe. I don't know. Since I'm so freshly retired, I don't know. I'm really enjoying my life not having to deal with all that. But anyways, that's it for today's video, you guys. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know in the comments. Also, leave any like video requests or questions down below in the comments. Also, give this video a thumbs up or a like, whatever you want to call it. It really helps out my channel. Also, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at jacoby.sims. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!